Hey, good morning. Today is Friday, September 20th, and we're going to get right into the video today. And there's a reason for that, because today I'm celebrating a milestone. And I don't talk about my milestones or my achievements, but today I'm going to. Today is 25 years, quarter of a century, clean and sober. And I'm here to tell anybody that's struggling today, that might be battling something in their life right now, that you can do it. I don't care what it is you want to go accomplish, whether that's be clean and sober, whether it's find something new in your life, whether it's go achieve a goal, you can accomplish it. And I'm walking, living proof of that. And again, it hasn't been easy, folks. I'm going to be the first one to tell you that. Look, there have been times that I wanted to drink, a lot. There have been times that I wanted to use drugs, and a lot. And I put myself in such bad situations. I mean, I've been through divorces. I've been through kids not talking to me. I've been through, being broke. I've been through living in my car. I mean, I've been through almost being homeless and going down to a homeless shelter to feed myself. I mean, I've been through it all. Yet I never lost one thing through the whole process: hope. And I kind of want to give you, where it all started. Back in Clearwater in 1994, I was at a park in Clearwater, Florida, and my soon-to-be ex-wife at the time had all three of our kids there with her parents, and I was there to visit them. And this was shortly after coming out of my treatment center, which I say shortly after coming out, after they kicked me out because I didn't have insurance and I had nowhere to go. So I knew recovery was on me. It was on this guy right here. If I was going to be clean and sober, this is the man that was going to do it. So I'm at the park, and my kids are over there. Her parents are holding the kids, and I'm walking over to see him, and she meets me halfway across, and she says, "You're not going to see the children." And I said, "What do you mean I'm not going to see the children? That's what we're here for." And she goes, "No, you're not going to see them." She goes, You're just a loser. And I want no part of you. The kids want no part of you. I'm divorcing you, and you'll never see these kids again because you're a drug addict and alcoholic." And she listed a whole bunch of other things that, just she thought I was. And had every right to think that, because that's who I was at the time. And as I looked at her and I said, it's not going to be like this. I'm going to fix this. And this is before I had any idea about positivity, discipline, any of it. But I knew in my mind I wasn't going to be that guy. And she looked at me and she says, "No, you don't have the backbone for it." She goes, "You're just a loser." She goes, "You're not going to accomplish anything in life. And I'm here to tell you that only 1 out of every 1,000 people that are addicted to drugs or alcohol ever stay clean and sober." And she said, "You don't have the I think the word she used was backbone for it." She might have said the balls for it. I'm not quite sure, but I just remember looking at her and I said, "Well, you're wrong. I'm going to." And I said, "Here's the real issue. I feel sorry for the other 991 that are going to fail then." She literally looked at me and laughed and said, "You'll never make it." Walked away. I made the decision at that point, folks, that I was going to be clean and sober. I didn't care what I had to do. I was going to be clean and sober. I didn't care what life threw at me, whether I got arrested, whether I was living in a cardboard box, whether I was living underneath my car, under a bridge, had no food to eat. I made the decision that I was not going to do it again. Now, folks, I've been to one AA meeting. Told you that. One AA meeting. And I've stayed clean and sober for 25 years because this guy right here made the decision, no more. And I gave myself the one thing we all need in this world. I gave myself hope. I gave myself hope that I had a better life ahead of me. I had more in me than I was showing. And hope is the greatest motivator in the world. Write that down if you got a pen handy, or play it back later and remember it. Hope is the greatest motivator in the world, because as long as we have hope, we have something to hang on to. Now, you got to go to work for that hope. Just because you have hope doesn't mean you're going to succeed. You got to go to work. You got to grind every day. You got to get out there and do it every day. So this is for anybody right now in life that is struggling with anything. I don't care if it's a job, if it's a relationship, if it's, drugs, alcohol, gambling. I don't care what it is. If you're struggling, give yourself hope. But then give yourself the reality check that you're going to have to put in the work. No one else is going to do it for you, folks. Look, no one else kept me from drinking, just like no one else made me drink. No one else kept me from drugs, just like no one else made me do drugs. Look, I sat at too many AA meetings, and it still gets to me this day, which is why I didn't go since the first one. Too many AA meetings where people talk about why they failed, why they failed, why they failed. I don't want to hear why you failed. I want you to tell me why you're succeeding. I want you to tell me why you're the one that didn't drink through the adversity. And folks, again, I've been through it. I've put myself through divorces. I've put myself through, losing my job, losing my company, you name it. I've put myself through where, again, most people would have turned to the bottle or drugs because it wipes away the reality that we're struggling right now. It wipes away the reality that life is hard. But you know what? I feel better about who I am every day knowing I didn't turn to that than no matter what I'm going through in life. The struggles, they're worth it to me because they created a better person, a better man. The hardships, they were worth it to me because they made me understand what I need to do to be better. Always be learning, folks. Always be growing. And again, most of us, when adversity hits, we want to crawl in our little shell and we want to use that as an excuse of why we fail. See, that's one thing, and I didn't know it at the time. Failure was not an option. Never had heard that term before. Back in 1994. Now I live by it. Failure's not an option. And for me to take a drink tomorrow or to use a drug tomorrow, that would be me failing. Not anybody else, not my ex-wife who said I would, not my kids, not my friends, not anybody else. I'd be failing me at this point. Failure's not an option. It's why I keep getting up. It's why I get up every day. It's why no matter how bad work can be at times, no matter how bad my personal life can be at times, and no matter how great work can be at times, no matter how great my personal life can be at times, none of that matters because I'm not going to fail today on drinking and using. That's my goal every day. And that's the next thing, folks. I did it through goals. I did it through, and believe me, when I first started, it was hourly goals. I was telling myself this hour I'm not drinking, this hour I'm not going over there where I can buy the drugs, this hour I'm not going to be around the people that I know are going to allow me to do these things. My goals were hourly. Finally, I learned that once I got through the hours, I could get through the days. Once I got through the days, I could get through the weeks. Once I got through the weeks, I could get through the months. And folks, look, I've put myself in situations where some people would have crumbled. Now, there's people out there that have been sober a lot longer than I have, and I applaud you. I give you credit. I think it's wonderful, and keep doing what you're doing. I just know that my way has worked for me for 25 years, and I've applied it to my life. See, it's not just about being clean and sober. It's about the things I've accomplished in my life, even when I was just didn't think I was going to able to do it. I always maintained hope. And again, remember, hope is the greatest motivator in the world. Folks, I really wanted to make this video because I wanted people to understand you can get through it. That light at the end of the tunnel is not a train, folks. It's the light guiding you to a better life. It's the hope that you need every day. But boy, you got to go to work for that hope. You got to get out there and push yourself every single day. You got to get out there and maintain the discipline every single day. Life is going to be hard. It's going to throw curveballs at you. It's going to knock you down. It's going to kick you in the ass when you're down. As soon as you try to get back up, it kicks you down again. But you got to have the intestinal fortitude. You got to have the strength inside to know that you deserve better. To know that today is the day you break free of all the chains, all the freaking excuses, all the bullshit that you have that you think are holding you back. They're not holding you back. You're holding you back. You can do it, folks. I don't care what it is you're going through right now. You can do it by changing this right here. Change your thoughts. Change your mind. Be that 1% that accomplishes what everybody else, the other 99%, won't accomplish because they don't want to do it. Tell yourself you're going to work harder on you. Tell yourself you're going to give yourself hope. Tell yourself you're going to have goals, daily discipline, and do what's necessary to succeed today. It's in you. It's in all of us. We just got to fight for it. Look, I fight for it every day. 25 years later, I still fight for my sobriety every day with me. I can walk in a bar right now and I know I'm not going to order a drink because you know why? I had the discipline not to. Folks, I want everybody out there to get through our demons. Everybody out there to get through what's struggling with today. And you can do that if you give yourself hope and you give yourself the discipline to do what's necessary. Again, I wish everybody a great weekend. I like to call it a strong end. Take care of yourself and I'll see y'all on Monday.